when you even talk about DJs, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna say that I'm mad at it. So, like we was talking about with us, we had the benefit, right? But if you DJ for a living, meaning from January to December, you're either traveling or you're working a club or whatever,
that is your source
that's
of
your
income.
main source of income, then that shuts all the way down and there's no economic relief for you.
Sure.
Then I can't blame you for if somebody comes to you and says, look, I'll pay you your rate to come do what you do at my party, and maybe I told you
or more.
Right. Because it's in a pandemic.
But I mean,
right?
At the end of the day, that's irrelevant because most DJs have a writer anyway.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's beside the point,
But we talking pandemic now, so even whatever the normal was.
I get it, but you could build that into your writer, right?
Right, but we're adjusting.
Sure.
Right, so we're adjusting, right? But the bottom line for me is like, I can't knock you for deciding, you know what? I still got bills. I still got stuff to do.
So here's where I come in as a DJ.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, again, going back to what we were saying a second ago, there's like a moral piece of it, and then there's the economic piece of it, right? And I understand that I have the privilege of having a 9-to-5 that affords me to not have to rely on DJ money, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to it, this whole ecosystem, whether it is the promoter throwing the party because there's a demand for it, a DJ deciding to DJ because there's a demand for it, or the people coming to the event because they just want to get out of the house.
Right.
Whatever the fuck it is. For me, I'm fucking judging, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And here's the reason why I'm judging. Not because of an issue with the open market and trying to match demand and supply.
Mm-hmm.
My issue is y'all motherfuckers want to party so fucking much, that you're not concerned about the fact that you're partying right now is fucking up your partying in the future. Because your partying right now ain't shit. Like when we really want to put cards on the table outside of Atlanta, Houston, and fucking Florida, right? Your partying right now isn't really popping. No. It's not like the level of partying that we normally have.
Look, the crazy thing is funny, like, I remember watching, like, when the first wave started to jump off, right? And, you know, like, even when, like, it was normal, if I would miss something, like, actually miss an event, and then you watch the pictures and videos later, I'm like,
you feel away.
So, I'll give you an example. The last party in the DMV was PCP. No, I don't want to hear about nothing. Nope, stop. I don't want to hear about nothing else that happened.
It wasn't the last party.
It was the last party.
It was the last party that we would go to.
It was the last party in the DMV.
And
it was the last party in the DMV.
Okay, fine. And I will say this.
I'm grateful.
Because PCP, by the way, was his party. Right. But I will say this. Put that shit away.
Right.
I'm not trying to do shit with promotion. But
I had a homegirl, right, who is very much in like the whole medical field. Like she's not a doctor or whatever, but she's like very much into public policy and whatever.
Right.
And she was like, "Are you really gonna party?" And I was like, "I mean,
at PCP."
Yeah.
Right. That was within that time.
That was the first time.
Yeah, right. That was because it was a decision. Yeah, because remember, so if you remember, even before, so Trinidad Carnival was February. Even before then, things had started to pop off. So people were even asking, y'all still going to Trinidad with all this going on, blah, blah, blah. So, you know.
I walked off the plane in Trinidad and I actually saw one of the people working at the airport with the fucking, the gun trying to figure out temperatures and shit. I was like, okay, Trinidad's taking it seriously.
And back then it was still brand new.
Right.
So we didn't have any real information to work on, right?
Exactly.
I mean, the three of us here right now, we were there, so.
Right, we were in Trinidad, right? But if Trinidad...
And we're going to come back to, like, us being in Trinidad because there's a party that both of us were at.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. We'll come back to it.
We'll circle back. So, when you think about, like, just the whole traveling, existing in this aspect of it, right? Existing, knowing that this is happening, but it's not really confronting you immediately, you're still trying to go about with some normalcy in your life. Which is why I say, so, PCP was the last party in the DMV because I remember specifically I was not at PCP. Because
I was there.
I remember.
Right. Because
You were there.
Because
Matter of fact, before
we came
outside
back.
of PCP,
We came
dog,
back.
if you see the amount of bottles of champagne
I've been
we
there,
drank,
yeah.
no, like in
Oh,
my
for
truck.
PCP? Okay.
Like,
I've been there at the truck pregame.
So last year, 2019 was the first pregame.
Yeah.
We turned it up.
Yeah.
For 2020.
Dog. When I tell you, I had a cooler, and I had about 6 bottles of champagne. And mind you, it was cold as fuck outside.
Yeah.
All the people were coming out like, yo, we here.
I believe it.
I was out there, unfortunately, when I should have been tending to my patrons. I apologize.
And hear how tusty I was. I showed up at like maybe 8 when nobody was gonna be out here because I wanted a space that was close enough to the entrance.
He was right there in front. You remember?
I wasn't there.
Bro, you weren't there.
You were.
Jason, I said it 5 minutes ago.
I know. It's fuck. I'm
the
sorry.
same conversation.
We were smoking a second ago.
Right.
You guys don't remember. But yo, dog, I was literally right out front.
Fam, the party don't start till 10. You ain't even say 10. You said 8.
Yo, hear how crazy it was. And we're not gonna go too deep into this, but there was a guy, right? I don't know who this guy was, but he came with somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody. This dude is so drunk. My truck, I drive a Wrangler, right? Very rustic, like dog. I had a big comfort in the back. He's cold. He's super flamboyant. His pronouns are his and his whatever. But anyway, he's like, I'm cold. Shit. So I was like, I got a blanket out back, like, yo, you can take the shit. But when I tell you, it was a good 15, 20 people just outside.
Right. Good vibes.
And I'm like, all right, so I'm cold. I'm going to go in the front seat real quick, warm up, come back out. But we easily a good 6, 7 bottles, whatever. But back to PCP. Like, as you say, it was the last party, but it wasn't really the party we should have been doing.
Right. But so listen to the point I'm trying to make, right? Remember how we was like, I was just talking about like missing events, right? So for PCP, I completely missed it because my kid was her gymnastics competition in Atlanta. Sure. When I saw the dates, I made this. I can't go to PCP this year, right? And in my mind, there's gonna be another one, right? So went, still had fun. She won a bunch of medals, etc.
There wasn't another one,
right? But so then I'm looking at the videos. I'm like, that looked like fun.
Vibes.
Fast forward, right? So the next party was supposed to be Soca and Rum, and that was the day of the shutdown. I remember because it was 6:47. Lyrical was here in the DMV.
March 15th.
No, March 13th. It was Friday the 13th. That's why I remember.
You know, I got 2 days.
It wasn't happening.
Right.
I got 2 days off.
I remember it was Friday the 13th, and 6:47. The email came out.
Y'all niggas just stay the fuck home. Like that's it. That's it.
Everything is shut down. The venues are shutting down, etc. Blah blah blah. All right. And
whose party was that?
That was Seku's party.
Okay, got you. Right. Ouch.
So and
sorry, Seku.
Right. And so when I say that PCP was the last party, because anything after that don't count.